Algebra 1, welcome to the Unit 7 review video made by Mr. Osborne. Now, here's one thing I want to begin this video with. You can use this video to your advantage, or you can use this video to your disadvantage. Here's how you use it to your disadvantage. You just sit there and you watch the video. You don't actually do anything yourself. You just sit there and watch it like you're watching The Flash or catching up on Supergirl on the CW network, okay? It's not a show. This is supposed to be you actually trying it yourself and then using this video to help make sure you got it right, okay? Or if you get stuck, you stop what you're doing, you watch the video up into that point that you got stuck, see what the steps were, and then continue on your own without the video, okay? Again, this is here to help you, but don't just let it be a kind of something to pass the time, okay? Don't say, oh, I studied, and all I did was watch the video. Watch the video and try the problems, okay? You don't get this problem, watch it, then do the next one all on your own, okay? Then check it with your work. Also, go to the Google Doc calendar. There's a link there to show you all the answers, so you don't have to watch the video. You can just see the answers all written out, okay? Step by step. Ready? Let's go. Number one question that we're going to answer before we start this. Who is the best soccer team in the world? Real Madrid or Barcelona? We're going to figure that out by solving this problem. Ready? Here we go. Now, if you're simplifying polynomials and between your parentheses you see a plus. Plus means you're safe, you're good to go. You can take away the parentheses because nothing has to change. So all I'm going to do is rewrite this problem. Negative 7x squared plus 9x minus 2. Now remember, this sign is going to stay with the x squared, so it's not going to be plus, it's going to be minus x squared, because nothing changes here. We're just taking away the parentheses since this is plus, and that doesn't change anything. We're not multiplying. And this doesn't change as well. It's negative 3x minus 14. Here's where the magic happens. So, let's say that Real Madrid represents blue. Blue squares, all right? So if I put a blue square around there, I'm looking for who else is a Real Madrid player? Okay, same uniform, different number, right? This uniform has x squared on it, but this person's number is negative 7, so maybe that's Ronaldo. Okay, this one also has x squared, same uniform, different number, maybe that's Navas. Okay, so those two are going to go together. They're on the same team. Now, the red represents Barcelona. Okay, they both have x. That makes them similar. They're on the same team. Different number. Maybe that's Messi. Maybe that's Neymar. Who knows? Okay, the last one. The refs. Can't have a game without refs, right? Okay, the refs stay together. They're their own kind of little team on the side. Okay, these numbers do not have x. They don't have x. All these other terms have x, but these don't. So that's what makes them similar terms or like terms. Now, question is, you need to add these terms up and combine them, but what do you start with? Well, you start with the highest exponent. Highest exponent, okay? So negative 7x squared and negative x squared have the highest exponent, and we're going to combine those. So remember, this is a negative 1, so it's negative 7. Negative 1 becomes negative 8x squared, okay? So we're done with those, so I'm going to cross them out, just so I know I already added them up. Now I have positive 9x, negative 3x, which is almost just like saying 9 minus 3. So plus 6x. So there's Real Madrid, there's Barcelona, and then here's the refs. Negative 2 and negative 14. Remember, when we're adding these two negative numbers, so that means it becomes negative 16. It doesn't become positive. It doesn't become positive, okay? When you add two negatives, they stay negative. If I were to multiply these two numbers, that's when it becomes positive. And we always say negative times a negative becomes a positive, okay? All right, that's your answer. Guess what? Real Madrid was in blue, right? Who's the leading term? Who's the big boss? Who's the honcho? Who's in the lead? That's right, Real Madrid, best team in the world. Woo! Question number dos. Okay, Ethan. All right, so now, same thing. we got to check for what's between the parentheses, okay? Now in this case, I got a negative over here. This is different. Last time we had a positive, now we have a negative. If you have a negative, everything to the right of the negative, inside its parentheses, changes signs, because what we're doing is basically multiplying a -1 times the x and a -1 times the 2. Everything else, the positive there, that doesn't change. Nothing in front of this parenthesis, nothing changes. Okay, so I'm just going to write it out. 2x minus 5. Okay, minus, remember this becomes minus. 2 becomes negative also. And then this is plus 9. And then this is still negative x. Okay, combine what's the same term. We're on the same team. Okay, we're not on the same team unless we're wearing the same uniform, right? Okay, so let's start with 2x. Who else is wearing an x on their uniform? The negative x. Oh, wait, there's another one. There's 3 x's, 3 x terms, 3 players on the field. Okay? Then, the other team, Barcelona, okay, also has a jersey, but they don't have anything on their jersey. They just have a number, okay? All right, remember it doesn't have an x, so those are similar terms. Now let's start with the x terms, because remember we have to put this in standard form. Because if you notice in the last problem, I started with the highest exponent, I started with the x's, and then the numbers came last. That's standard form. So here, 2x, negative x, and negative x, those are our leading terms because the other ones have no x, so we got to start with x first. Okay, so I'm going to do 2x minus x, and remember what's that number right there that we can't see? 1, also here, so minus 1x, and then minus 1x. 2 minus 1 is 1, minus another one is 0. There's nothing left, it cancels out. So that cancels, and then all we have to do is add up the other team. Okay, so now we have -5 and -2, and I'm going to add those two up, that becomes -7, okay, same sign, and plus 9. Okay, now I'm going to add these two, and -7 plus 9 is +2. Well, I guess this time Barcelona wins. That's kind of how El Clasico goes every year anyways. It just seems to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? Okay, except for that last game where it was crazy. They came back, Real Madrid came back and we tied it. Oh, awesome. Okay, next problem. Number 3, here we go. Wait a minute, what's different? There's nothing in between the parentheses, they're touching. What happens when the parentheses are touching? There was no plus, there's no plus, there's no minus between the parentheses. So that means that the parentheses are touching. We're not doing adding or subtracting, we're multiplying. Multiplying. If we multiply, we have to do the box. Okay. 2 numbers here, 2 numbers here, 2 by 2 box. Okay? Now, terms on the left, go on the side. X and -8. And the terms on the right go on the top. X and +7. Now, just like a multiplication table, multiply it all the way through. X times x gives us x squared. Okay? -8 times x, -8x. X times 7, 7x. Okay? And then -8 times 7, -56. Okay, now, those terms that are inside the box, we have to write them out in an expression. And we start with the highest exponent, standard form. Okay, that would be our x squared. Okay, now, combine the terms that are like terms. You notice, this 8 and this 7 are on the same team. They both have x. They don't have x squared, and they both don't not have an x, so they're on the same team. So we're going to combine them together. So -8x and +7 become -1. Okay, and then the last term is -56. And I can do one little tweak here, one little thing that I don't like, because we're simplifying, so make life simple. Don't bring in extra baggage that you don't need, right? Make life simple. There's your final expression.